Hey, happy Friday to you and happy New Year's Eve. That's right. Today is New Year's Eve, a time for celebration. Tomorrow will be a new day and a new year, 2022. And it always makes me wonder, as far as I can remember, New Year's was always 1 week after Christmas. And I've always thought, well, then the first New Year must have come 1 week after the first Christmas. So I invite you to take a little journey with me right now on this Friday Funnies classic about the very first New Year's. It was the first Christmas, and Bethlehem was abuzz with activity. There was excitement over the new birth, there was singing, there was praising, and everybody got a couple of days off of work. Eventually, however, one of the councilmen spoke up and said, "Boys, I think we have a problem. Up until now, all of our years have been lettered BC, before Christ. But now, he's here. So we got to rename them AD, something in Latin." Now, what surprises me about this is nobody saw it coming. You would think after centuries of declining years, 25 BC, 24 BC, 23 BC, somebody would have figured out that one was going to be the last of the BC series. So anyhow, the city council said, yeah, we got to print up new calendars. We might as well make a new year, and we'll have it in 1 week. So they set up a stage in the town square, they blew up balloons made out of sheep bladders, and on New Year's Eve, they invited everybody to come. And when the crowd all assembled, there was thousands of them in the square, and somebody said, "Hey, how long till midnight?" Which prompted somebody else to say, "Hey, what's midnight?" Because you see, back then, the only timepiece they had was a sundial, which is very inaccurate at night. It goes 6 p.m., 7 p.m., 8 p.m., dark, 6 a.m., 7 a.m., So one council member said, "Hey, I got an idea. I got an hourglass for a Christmas present. Let me run home and get that. We'll make New Year's in an hour." So everybody said, all right. So the people are all gathered around. They're enjoying the music of Guy Lombardo and the Royal Corinthians. And then when the hourglass arrived, it was time for a countdown. And Dick Clark got up on stage. He was just a kid back then. Said, "Come on, everybody, count down with me. X, IX, VIII, VII, VI, V, IV, I. Happy New Year!" And everybody was dancing. They're drinking spiked camel's milk. They stayed up late. They made resolutions. And the next morning, there was a big parade with donkeys and camels and goats and sheep all covered with flower petals. And they paraded through the street, wound up at the athletic field where it was the Pharisees against the Sadducees in the first manna bowl. Then the next day, everybody went back to work with a new calendar, and many went shopping for the January white sale at Bedouin Bath and Beyond. And now you know the true story of the first New Year. Thank you for joining me on this classic edition of the Funnies and the lesson of the first New Year. Thank you for following and watching the Funnies all year long. I encourage you next year to please encourage other people to sign up at DaleIrvin.com because I want more people to laugh in 2022. So until that happens, I guess I will see you next year.